Hi, and welcome to your weekly market review. I'm your host, Nick Rowert, joined today by Paula Week, Manager of Investment Research here at CLS Investments. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
So, domestic equities have significantly outperformed international markets since the financial crisis. However, CLS has picked international markets as an investment theme this year. Are we saying that this domestic trend is going to end?
Well, it certainly could. There's always a chance that it could continue to carry on.
Okay.
But what's happened over the course of the last 30 years or so is that international markets and domestic markets have run in cycles where one significantly outperforms the other over intermediate time frames. And so that's what you've seen. Now, we think that with relative valuations still looking very attractive in international markets and with diverging global central bank policies, we think that should bode well for the tides to shift and a potential catalyst for international markets to start to outperform.
Okay, so international markets may outperform. So you mentioned it. What will be the catalyst as the end of this domestic market outperformance?
No, that's a great question. There's a couple different things that could happen this year. So with China, they just recently opened up their capital markets to foreign investors. Okay. That could bode well. Then you have Japan. Their government pension fund is the largest pension fund in the world, and they're anticipated to double their Japanese equities over the course of the near term to the next year or so. And so if that happens, that's going to bode well for Japan. And then you have Europe. The European Central Bank is anticipated to start its quantitative easing, and if that happens, once again, that could be a catalyst. That's
great. That's great. So what's the cause if international markets continue to lag in the U.S.?
Right. There's always that risk that could happen. And a couple of things. So basically, China could fail to boost confidence as far as from their domestic growth and then their infrastructure projects. With Japan, Prime Minister Abe, he could lose political support, so that might not bode well for Japan. And then, of course, there's always the risk that Europe could fall into another recession. But even despite those risks, with single-digit relative valuations for international markets and with double-digit expected returns, we just don't think that international markets will have quite as far to fall. And on the contrary, we think that they have that much more room to run relative to domestic markets. So we're really excited about the prospects for international investment in 2015.
That sounds like a great opportunity. Thanks for the information, Paula.
Sure.
Appreciate it.
No problem.
Well, that'll do it for this week. As always, thank you for your time and trust in CLS Investments.